I think we're all here and ready to start. So welcome everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today at stage and whoever's viewing us. We're starting our event with this vertical Saas track, and I'd like, again, welcome all the participants. At this point, I would also like to welcome and thank one of our sponsors, which is a company called Sprinto, a security compliance company replacing all the manual and error-prone, repetitive, busy work that's related to automation. And we'll have a short 15-minute presentation from the company at the end of this session. But now let's maybe start with the track, and we have 5 amazing VCs judging this track today. So maybe I would like to give literally a couple of seconds for the judges to introduce themselves. Maybe we start with Ekaterina from Inventure.
Sure, I can go first. Thank you so much for inviting us. My name is Ekaterina Gianelli. I'm a partner with the Nordic venture capital firm Inventure. We are an early stage investor, have been around for over 10 years, currently investing from our fourth fund. It's a 150 million euro fund focusing on primarily Northern Europe. Generalist as a fund, but SaaS, or B2B SaaS, is one of the areas that we very much like. But pleasure to be here.
Thanks, Ekaterina. Pleasure to have you. András, maybe yourself next. András, you're on mute.
Yeah, thanks guys for the invitation. My name is András Molnár, calling you guys from Budapest, Hungary. I'm a managing partner of Portfolion Capital Partners. We are a VC and private equity investor, roughly 440 million euro asset under management. We are a tech investor in Central and Eastern Europe, doing both early stage, late stage seed investments, and also Series A, Series B rounds. Mainly my colleague that many of you know, and focusing purely on early stage investments is Ondrej, Bartos, myself. Happy to be here and join the conference.
Thank you very much, András. And Todor, maybe yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Todor. I'm a partner at LaunchHub Ventures. We are a typical VC fund, seed stage. Currently, we're investing from our third fund, which is 75 million euros. And the strategy is to invest predominantly in companies coming out from Southeast Europe. Or Balkans, depending on what term you like. So this is me. Nice to be here.
Thank you, Todor. Nice to have you as well. And Ondrej from Credo.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ondrej. I'm one of the partners at Credo Ventures, based out of Prague, investing in Central Europe, predominantly in seed. We can do pre-seed, we can do a bit later as well, currently investing out of our Fund 4. And similarly to some of the others, we are generalists in tech, but SaaS is something that we do very often and we like doing. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, Ondrej. And last but not least of the judges, Juha from Superhero.
Hi, everyone. Juha from Superhero Capital. We are a Helsinki-based seed fund investing in the software companies in the region, currently investing from our second fund.
Thanks, you. Thanks for a very crisp introduction. Okay, so I guess we're now ready to proceed with the pitching. I will call out the startups in order. You guys will have 3 minutes to present your company, and then we'll have time for maybe 2 to 3 questions from the judges before we go to the next company. So that said, let's start. And Vladimir from Animate, you would be the first one. So if you can share your screen, and you can start your presentation once you're ready.
Just a minute where I'm sharing the screen. This one. Okay. Sure. Okay. Hi, I'm Vladimir, the CEO of any maintenance management platform. When preparing this speech, I asked my son Yaron, what you understand when you hear the word downtime? And he answered, it's very simple. You can't play. Downtime means game over. Millions of people fixing every day things that can be maintained preventively. In the automotive, each minute of stop production costs 22K. According to Deloitte, unplanned downtime costs manufacturers 15 billion yearly. What a waste. But this is the point when Animate comes in. We can save 70% of machine downtime. How do we do this? With Animate collaborative maintenance method. We collect machine performance data from all customers, analyze it, and make predictions like failure rate, optimal maintenance schedule, or missing instructions. Then we send actionable notification to the maintenance teams. Doing this, we are growing 20% month by month. I'm Vladimir, the CEO, worked as an engineer and manager in production plants since 2003. 8 years ago, I've decided to improve the industry and founded Zortec, software development for the production plants. Victoria has joined in 2019 to leverage the great product with commercial success and did it big time due to the great performance and in sales and business development. Eyal transformed the prototype to the MVP and the MVP to the working cloud-based solution, flexible and ready for the scale. Animate. We have unique prediction model, growing 20% month by month, can save 70% of failures in the factory, hospital, or seaport. Come and cut unplanned downtime with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vladimir. Thanks for your presentation. The floor is open to questions from the judges. Do you guys have any?
So
I can start with one. Sorry, Ondrej. No, shoot.
Go ahead.
So Vladimir, thank you for the presentation. Can you give us a little bit of a profile of your typical customers at the time being?
Okay, our typical customers is a factory. It's a medium size or large size enterprise. It depends. We have various industry. We have chemicals. We have food production, security companies, and things like this. This is our main pool of customers, but as well we works with seaports. We have in the pipeline few hospitals. Any machine operating business actually is our customers that need to maintain his tools properly to avoid failures instead of fix them in the rush mode. And this is the idea.
Okay. Hi, Vladimir. Ondrej here. So you have outlined the problem that you're solving. Now you told us about the customers, but can you tell us a little bit about the market itself? How does it? You almost made us believe that that you're alone in the market, but I believe.
No.
And so I wonder who you see as the major competitors and how do you compare to them? How are you different?
Okay, so we are the best, but we're not alone. There is about 116 CMMS softwares all around. The main competitors are SAP, Oracle, and other large ERP systems that tends to be comprehensive and deal with all IT stuff in the factory or in any business. But when it came to the performance on the ground, it is very weak due to blue collar workers not like softwares, not like complicated softwares. that why they like Animate, that very easy, intuitive, and visual software. And no one so far using our model of collaborative maintenance that's allow not only to record the data and give to the customers to analyze his own data and to learn from his own mistakes, but joins few customers, anyone that share machine performance data, and takes from there the best practice, the instructions that missing in new plans and things like this. We can join few tools, same tools from one customers, and leverage the rate of statistic acquirements that is very, it's a big problem when you have a normal tool with maintained properly, you have 2-3 failures a year probably. So it's very hard to get statistics on things like this. But when you join 100 tools like this, you get statistics, you get enough events to the solid, not only statistic, but to anticipate what's going to be its behavior in the future. That's the idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe question for time for one quick question, if there is one. Sounds like a no. So Vladimir, thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you. As the next one, I can see we have Anton from CopyMonkey online as well. So Anton, maybe you can join next.
Absolutely. So, hello everyone. My name is Anton. I'm CEO and founder at CopyMonkey. CopyMonkey is an AI for e-commerce content generation. And let me introduce you Johnny. So Johnny wants to quit his boring 9-to-5 office job, and he got inspired in the internet to start the business on Amazon Marketplace. He even bought the online course, How to Start an Amazon Business. And Johnny is not alone. This year, there will be 1.4 million new merchants like Johnny on Amazon Marketplace, and they will create more than 50 million new product listings. But each and every product listing should be optimized because Amazon hides inefficient listings, so Johnny struggles with sales, and he hired a human copywriter to create the content for his Amazon listing. It cost him $150 for one listing and take 3 days of work for a human copywriter. Working with human is time-consuming, expensive, and not scalable. That's why we created CopyMonkey, AI for e-commerce content generation. With CopyMonkey, we do the same work as humans, but instead of 3 days, it takes us 30 seconds to create optimized product listings for Amazon Marketplace. And customers love CopyMonkey. We have more than 3,000 registered users, and we have a 53% month-over-month growth rate in revenue in our target segment. With CopyMonkey, you can create content from scratch or optimize your existing content. And in July, we're planning to launch A/B test feature that will help to find the best version of the copy for your product and your niche and your audience. With the 15 million new products, our total addressable market is $3 billion. And we are selling subscriptions. We have 2 pricing plans, basic for $29 per month and Pro for $99 per month. Also, for high volume customers, you can buy additional credits. And for the A/B test feature, we will be charging $5 per month per product. Our main competitors is all-in-one tools for Amazon, big successful businesses like Helium 10 and Jungle Scout. We are competing with one of their tools called Listing Optimizer, but with Listing Optimizer, you can only identify the problem. But with CopyMonkey, you can solve the problem with your content in just a couple of clicks. We acquire our customers through 3 different channels. It's search engine marketing, influencer marketing, and partnership with another Amazon tools. We have a low customer acquisition cost and healthy CAC payback period. CopyMonkey was founded by me and Kate. I'm CEO and tech founder with a computer science degree and 2 AI startups in my portfolio. And Kate is a professional customer experience manager, so she's responsible for customer happiness. And we have an amazing full stack in-house R&D team based in Armenia. We started in March, then we raised our angel round, built the Shopify app. Next, we pivoted to enterprise, so we built a standalone platform. And in April, we discovered Amazon Marketplace, so we pivoted to Amazon Marketplace. And with the current growth rate, we're aiming for 65K in monthly recurrent revenue in 12 months. To do that, we are raising our 500K pre-seed round in Latvia, and we will reach 65K in monthly recurrent revenue. Also, we will develop and launch A/B test feature. So if CopyMonkey is the type of company you would love to invest in, please reach out to me, Anton, CEO at CopyMonkey.
Thanks, Anton. Thanks very much for your presentation. So again, the floor is open for judges to ask questions, and András was raising a hand.
Thank you. I think it was a great pitch and summarized your company that you founded really well. Thank you, Anton. It was interesting that in the time horizon that you showed us, you came to a conclusion pretty quickly, focusing on Amazon Marketplace only. Why you made that decision? What's the logic behind it?
Yeah, sure. So thanks for the great question. There were 2 main points why we pivoted to Amazon Market. First is that our customer acquisition journey was very long with Shopify, because on Shopify App Store, you need to, if you show ads, you go on the Shopify App Store, then your customer should install the app. So the process, the funnel is very long. It's hard to acquire customers, and the average check is very low too. So with the enterprise, when we were focusing broad e-commerce market, we discovered that if you're targeting the broad e-commerce market, you don't really know who your customer is. You don't really know the buying personas, because there are big companies with the content departments, there are small SMBs. And so, but then we discovered Amazon. On Amazon, you have first, our value is, we can do the maximum value on Amazon, because on Amazon, you have the same listings with the product description, bullet points, titles, in India, in China, in the UK, in the US, in every local Amazon marketplace, they have the same listing structure. And Amazon merchants are already paying for other tools. So we are, another tool that they are willing to pay. So they have high average check. We identify the buying personas. So we identify the customers. We know how to acquire them. And our value, the perceived value from the product, is on maximum for Amazon Marketplace.
Thank you, Anton, for the presentation. Could you tell us a little bit more about the user acquisition strategy?
Yeah, so now we have one paid channel, which is Google Ads and search engine marketing, and 2, let's call it free channels. I call it free because it's now doing by founders. So first free channel is working with the influencers, but influencers, not those who are doing TikTok videos, but schools who are teaching the guys like Johnny how to start an Amazon business. So we just help their students to create their listing and to optimize their listing to increase sales. And the third one is partnership with another Amazon tools, because Amazon ecosystem have a very healthy set of solutions. So there are a few solutions, for example, for PPC marketing. So you can optimize your ads, but if you want your ads to be efficient, you need to have a good listing. So we just partner with them and we help their customers to create perfect listings so they can really enjoy optimized ads as well.
Thanks, Anton. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next one now. And I think we have Ibak from ClickClick Drive.
Oh, hi, everybody. This is Ibak joining. Hey.
Thanks. Do you want to share your screen and start the presentation?
Yes, sure. Give me a quick second. Let me know if you guys see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, hi everybody. So I'm Ibek from ClickClick Drive. So we're digitizing the whole driving school industry. Overall, the industry is pretty large. People spend around 30 billion on driving school education in the world, and 8 billion in Europe alone, and growing quite fast. If you look at a typical driving school, the way they work now is the same way as they did, say, 20 years ago, mostly pen and paper for scheduling. This is, for example, a real school that we have that is now working with us. It's mostly cash-based. Half of them don't have a website, and so on, right? And so there's a huge opportunity for us to build a vertical SaaS. So what we did is we centralized all of the processes into one big software. So it does everything from simple scheduling to payroll, accounting, invoicing, everything, including apps for students and instructors so that the instructors can track what a student learned last time and can teach him basically better, right? So we started like this. We're generating around 70K in revenue per month right now, and are almost profitable just based on this simple business. We're charging €1,000 per school per year, which is relatively cheap. But a driving school actually spends on top of that around 30 to 40K for an office manager, like a secretary that does all of the scheduling and so on, right? And so what we now did is that we're replacing the secretary altogether. So our software is now good enough so that we can run a few pilots with a few schools and basically charging them €25,000 instead of €1,000. And this is basically a pilot that is ongoing right now with a few schools. And it's basically massively exciting for us to be able to increase our pricing like that. Overall, our vision here is really to take driving school and empower them to focus on what they do best, which is teaching, and not on all of the admin. We will take care basically of all of that. If you look at where we're present right now, about half of the driving school in Berlin, for example, are already paying customers. That makes us think that we can get around half of all of Germany in time and later of Europe. We have a 96% retention rate, so once a customer signs with us, he basically never leaves. We have a lot of students, 75,000 students using our apps to learn, schedule classes, and do everything. 20,000 reviews, so students like us quite a lot. We build a marketplace to help students find a driving school because most schools don't have a website. And this year, we're going to have about 1 million German students looking for a school through us, which is also quite nice. On top of this main vertical SaaS, we also want to add additional transactional elements. So this is work in progress right now. So this is things like paying for your classes, things like comparing cars, insurances, receiving an offer. We have a partnership with Volkswagen for that, all the way to commission for students finding a driving schools and driving school paying us a commission on students they get. And this is basically like I would say, a cherry on top of the pie for us. We have competitors. They are mostly quite old, 20, 30-year-old kind of software companies. We have a few competitors in different kind of segments of what we do, but we don't have anyone that is building the whole ecosystem for driving schools right now.
Sorry, we're slowly running out of time. If you could quickly.
Oh, yes, sure. Yes,
Thank you.
and so basically 2.5 billion is the addressable market in just Europe. And yeah, this is the team with a track record of building startups, 30 people, great investors, and we're raising 5 million, out of which 30% is being closed actually this week. So we're looking for the remaining, and that's it.
Thanks, Ibek. Questions?
So a question from me. So as far as I understand, you're predominantly in Germany now. So do you believe there is going to be different type of approach flipping to other markets in Europe?
So most of Europe is very similar to Germany. So Poland, France, for example, are two markets in which we're present as well. We started setting our software as well in Poland recently. We have the first 100 driving school as paying customers, and we plan to expanding it in France as well. So it's the same setup where you have a driving school owner with a few employees, a secretary or an office manager, and students coming there to study. And it's basically the same structure almost everywhere except in the UK, which works slightly differently. So it's almost a kind of copy-paste model. You just need to adapt, localize the software to the local kind of legal documents, local taxes, local currencies, and things like that. But otherwise, just very, very similar.
Another question, you mentioned that you convinced half of Berlin.
Yes.
On what channels you were so efficient?
Sorry, could you say that once more?
On what channels you reached the schools?
Okay, so that's an excellent question. So the way we basically build it is we first started as a marketplace. And so we listed all of the driving schools, and students will find their schools that way, leave reviews and so on. And that's where schools would hear from us, right? And we build it as a SEO only kind of approach. It's mostly pull kind of marketing. And basically, now that we have about like 1 million German students going there, once they go to the schools, they say, hey, I found you through ClickClick Drive. Schools hear about us and basically check our offering and reach out to us. So basically, that's our kind of main channel. We have a sales team that contacts schools directly, but we're both basically going from sales team reaching out to basically getting them inbound, which is much more efficient. And that's how we get there. And the rest is word of mouth. Once you do a very good job for one school, the other school owners are actually usually ex-instructors, so they all kind of know each other. And so it spreads by word of mouth very fast. And that's how we managed to get to this 50% of schools in Berlin.
So you mentioned in your presentation the marketplace as a secondary something.
Yes.
But it is a core part of your business.
Yes. So it's we bundle it inside our Saas as saying we provide everything for you, including all the marketing stuff, so that you as a school don't need to worry about that, because most schools, as I mentioned, don't have a website, they don't understand AdWords or things like that. Those are small businesses with just 4 or 5 employees, and so we help them with that as well, taking care of this part.
Mm-hmm.
One interesting thing, though, also I wanted to mention is you said about this 50% of the school. We tend to work with slightly larger school, so that actually takes us to about 70% of all students that learn to drive. Because of course, software makes sense if you're slightly bigger. The bigger you are, the more it makes sense.
Thanks. Thanks very much for the presentation and for the great questions. So the next one to join the stage would be Patrick.
Hello, everyone, once more. Can you hear me? Yes, okay.
Yes.
Let me share my
screen. Share your presentation.
Yes, I'm sharing. Can you see it?
Perfect.
Yes. Okay, so let's go. So once more, I'm Patrick, co-founder of Trakeo Properties. Trakeo brings harmony to commercial real estate by helping to centralize, optimize, and track commercial real estate operations, which ultimately leads to increased portfolio value. We are focused on supporting properties like shopping centers, offices, and warehouses. Chaos, wasted resources, and lost revenue. That's the problem our clients face. Most companies in this industry are not digitized, and their revenue is heavily dependent on manual and repetitive work. If you think about it for a moment, you will notice that those issues create endless opportunities for today's technology. To confirm that, let's take a look at some numbers. As you can see here, industry understands that the transformation is inevitable. Most property owners identify technology adoption as a high strategic priority while willing to make their operations more efficient. They're also looking for new revenue streams and increased income. And we at Trakeo believe that the community is the heart of every commercial real estate. This community is engaged in numerous day-to-day operations and faces repetitive issues. That's when Trakeo kicks in. We offer our social core features for free and treat them as an enabler to other functionalities. Trakeo is extensible with add-ons, and each add-on is responsible for supporting different areas like communication, analytics, customer insights, and many more. You can think of every add-on as a small, value-based priced SaaS solution that answers single need within the commercial real estate. Trakeo is one platform for landlords, property managers, and tenants, and this and our unique model allow us to build a service marketplace that will give new opportunities to commercial real estate. Mentioned concept leads to optimized resources, data-driven decisions, engaged stakeholders, new revenue streams, and therefore to increase profitability and property value. To assure you that this concept works, let me share our short story. Trakeo was launched just over a year ago. We have built our MVP and already successfully supported numerous properties with over 900,000 square meters of lease area, including some of the biggest Central Eastern Europe shopping malls. We are already generating revenue, and according to our strategy and market bottom-up calculations, we are expecting our annual revenue to reach 70 million euros in the next 5 years. Trakeo's founding team is very complementary. We are a mix of 25 years industry-specific, 10 years business, and even more technology experience. As mentioned before, our current core business is SaaS, with plans to become SaaS-enabled marketplace. Based on our calculations and value-based pricing, we believe that within the next 5 years, serviceable available market for our product will reach almost 6 billion euro. Our mission and long-term goal is to make use of AI to automate property management, give new revenue opportunities to the industry, and make technology more accessible within the commercial real estate. Right now, we are raising a seed round of 900,000 euro, and feel free to reach me out if you want some more details. Thank you very much.
Hi, Patrick. Interesting pitch. Thank you for that. PropTech is definitely something that's been talked about a lot in the past few years, but the reality in my head is that it's still a very fragmented, crowded, noisy space. So once again, competitive landscape. Who do you view as your competitors, and how do you want to differentiate yourself?
Yeah. Okay. So as you said, PropTech is it's very early in PropTech. Yes, the clients are still trying to understand what they want and what they need. Yes, we are not a property management software. So we are not right now. We are not competing with the big guys like MRI software, Yardi. We are not a property management software. We are trying to support small areas of day-to-day work. So you can divide this areas to many small areas like tenant experience, so communication with tenant, customer insights, analytics of customer, acquiring new leases, talking to customers, to tenants. And we have a competition in all of those areas. Like we are taking a big picture. So we, for example, in tenant experience, we have a great competition like Gianelli or Molnár. They are on the market for a few years already. Right now, we can see that they're expanding even more because the market understood, the commercial real estate market understood that they need to jump the ship. Yeah, they need to join. They need to join the digital transformation, and right now they're ready to start to make the shift. Yes, basically to make the shift. They know if they don't make the shift, they will lose. For example, shopping malls. Yes, they are right now in a very hard place. They need to change their operation model, not the property management. They need to change the day-to-day operation model, and here where we come. We want to optimize those daily tasks like reporting, for example, Every month, all the property managers are reporting to the landlords. They're doing a lot of manual work, like hours of work of whole departments. And we also optimize this work. Tracker is the place where all the day-to-day things are optimized. So we have also a competition in the reporting software, but not commercial real estate reporting software. I don't know if I answered your question, if that was that, but I hopefully did.
I think there's a lot of competition in each one of your. I'm still sort of puzzled. So, are you focused on shopping centers in particular,
yes.
or are you focused on like commercial real estate is a large bucket, right?
Yeah, that's true. And well, I had only 3 minutes, so this is why I skipped some things. Thank you for that question. So you allowed me to elaborate even more on this topic. So right now on our first stage, we are focused on shopping centers because we see that this industry is during transformation process. We have a lot of experience in this industry. For the last 7 years, I was running a software house, and we're doing a lot of business with shopping centers. We did a lot of software for them. We saw opportunities. We have Tomasz, our co-founder, is worked in this industry for 25 years. He's very experienced. He understands the needs of this industry. This is why shopping centers is our first stage. In the second stage, we'll reach offices and warehouses, and after that, we are open to other commercial real estate. Our product is really scalable in that matter. It's very easy for us to enter new areas, new buildings. So right now we're focused on shopping centers, then office, warehouses, hotels are also a thing for Tracker in the future. So we want to acquire the big picture. Yes, so we're focused on the shopping centers right now.
Thank you. Thanks, Patrick, and thank you for the questions again. I believe we have a technical issue with the final startup, SportsSerp and Serdar joining, unfortunately. So with that, I think we will have to wrap up the pitching in this track, and I would like to invite all the judges to vote in the Mentimeter app. I believe the link was shared with everyone in the invite, so if you could please take a minute and do so now. I can see that 2 votes have come in, so still waiting. Still waiting for one last vote to come in. Has everyone from the judges voted? I think I'm still waiting for one more vote.
Yeah, Ilya, I can't really understand you well. That there's some tech problem.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying still waiting for one last vote.
Ilya, András mentioned that most probably by technical reasons he cannot vote, if I understand correctly. So most probably he can send it over an email or something. if that makes sense.
Sure. Okay, I think we have the vote, and I think we have the decisive vote. So let me just share the results. So with all the votes that have come in through the app, and separately, I think we have a fairly unanimous decision that the winner of this track is ClickClick Drive. So huge congratulations. And you will be joining the grand finale later in the day, so please make sure to join the session and present at the grand finale.
Okay, will do. Thank you very much, everyone.
Good luck at the grand finale.
Good luck to everybody.
And before we wrap up the